How you doing? This is Melvin Brown, and welcome back to the Melvin Brown Experience. Today is not going to be a story time, but today is going to be another topic. And this topic, I'm only going to make this one slide and one slide only. Now, listen, when you get spiritual work done, when you get love work done, the best thing you have to do is let it the fuck go. When you let it go, you'll be surprised how fast you will get your manifestations. When you give too much fuck, you're stagnant, your duration and your time for results to happen. I have one client. I told her to do her, have fun, live life. She does the opposite. And then keep hounding my ass, calling me while I'm not getting results. The way how your practitioner designed the spell, you have to follow directions. If you don't follow directions, things can be very, 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 very difficult for you. You have to understand, I'm only going to say this one more time. You and your target are broken up. Y'all are not together. Why are you worried about your target? Did I tell you to stalk your target? Did I tell you to call your target? Did I tell you to pop up at their job? No. I told you something simple. Your spiritual worker tell you something simple. The way how the universe works, when you wish for something and you keep on counteracting, thinking about it, you're not going to get your full-blown manifestations. When you put something in the air and you forget all about it, you'd be surprised how your manifestations come to you. But when you forget about it, it's quick. Let's continue. Now, everybody keep on asking me this question. Melvin, what are the signs and symptoms for male or female when doing love work? When you do love work on a specific person, let's talk about females. When you do work on a female, you gotta understand this first. When a woman breaks up with you, she had this shit calculated 5 months ago, and she did the stages of detaching herself. When a woman breaks up with you, she kill herself emotionally. When a woman break up with you, she kill herself spiritually. Why does she do these stages? Because she can get used to being fed up with you. She won't have no emotions. You will feel her heart. You will feel her true desire of hatred towards you, or just being honest with you. When you do love work on a woman, it is 10 times harder to bring them back. Just like a wise man once said, when a woman fed up, there's nothing you can do about it. It took me almost 3 fucking years to figure out this whole situation. Now, when a woman get hit up with magic, you gotta do things a little different. I'm not giving you the playbook, but you gotta look at things differently and broaden your horizon even more. You gotta think outside the box to do witchcraft on them to get them back. Because money ain't gonna do it, dick ain't gonna do it, and the good times of nostalgia and memory of trying to bring them back, fuck no, they ain't coming back. So you gotta think outside the box. How can I get my ex back after I fucked up so many times? Some practitioners can throw a little spell in the air to have you think about them. Some practitioners have different things you can use. Sometimes it's powder. Like, for instance, I interviewed a practitioner probably about 2 months ago, and I asked him a question like, what is your philosophy of getting a woman back to a man? And he said he tried the whole 9 yards. I thought I was the only practitioner that was having a hard time bringing women back. And he was like, what you got to do is you got to create a powder. And the powder, basically, when you write somebody a letter, you sprinkle some, you write them a letter, they automatically going to touch it, and then it can sit in their spirit, and then it can start to manifest slowly but surely. Some practitioners go the easy way or the highway. Let's continue. When you throw a spell at a woman, the signs and symptoms is very easy. Now, when you throw a spell work at a woman, the first thing she's going to go through is thinking about the past. Second sign is she's going to start hearing your name a lot. The mom might mention your name, the cousins might mention your name, girlfriends might mention your name, or she just walked down the street and see your fucking name. Then it comes to this. If your target is seeing somebody else, she can start to have a lot of chaos in that new relationship. It could be arguments, it could be adultery, it could be domestic. It depends on your spiritual worker philosophy. Now, your target might start to develop heavy migraines. Now, when you do spell work, this is very natural to happen. The reason that your target is having migraines because the energy is starting to sit in, and while it's sitting in and planting seeds, it's going to start to grow on your target. And this will cause your target down the line to reconcile with you. Now, another sign and symptom for a woman when it's hitting them, what can happen is they can start to mention your name out the blue. They can have like something I call a Tourette symptom. What is that? For example, they could just be sitting there driving, mind their business, and they can just mention your name out the blue. They could be thinking about all the hurtful shit you did in the past, and they driving on the road, they could say some shit like, Jason, out the blue. If your name is Jason, that's what happens. Also, when the spell starts to manifest, a symptom she might get: emotional roller coasters. What do I mean by emotional roller coasters? Even though you fucked her up, even though you did some fucked up shit, she cannot stop this yearning. She cannot stop this longing for you heavy. So this is going to cause her to cry. This is very important when I tell my clients to do you and have fun, because somebody is going to be snooping on your social media. Somebody is going to just be watching you from afar, and that somebody is going to be recording your IG stories. It's going to be screenshotting your posts on Instagram. Now, they can actually screenshot your Snapchats. Now, when you get screenshot on Snapchat, Snapchat notified. So they got clever ways to have another phone recording it. You'll be surprised. When the spells start to hit a female, there will be stalking. Constantly stalking. Sometimes they can pull up to your job. They can pull up randomly at your house, depending on how strong the love spell really is. Also, let's continue. When the spell hit a female target, you might get an accidentally phone call. Nothing about that phone call is an accident. That unknown number was a phone call to figure out, did you change your number? What's going on in the background while I'm on the phone with you? And they might play it on some prideful shit like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call. Shit like that happens. And it'd be so fucking funny because I have clients call me out the blue like, yo, Melvin, what the fuck was that all about? I'm like, bro, stop stressing on it. it's working. If she calls you from an unknown number, she want to know, was you fucking somebody? She want to know what's going on with you. So when she cut it off like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you. Nigga, she took her time to call you from an unknown number. She took her time to call you from a work number. If she's doing all this, more than likely a spell is hitting her. Just sit back, relax, enjoy the show. When a spell hits a female, it is very, 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 very funny. Because I've seen situations and I had cases that their target did not want nothing to do with them. Then all of a sudden, when shit get too heavy in their life, they come back, venting, they're a little bit fucked up. Your target might start calling you, venting to you about what's going on in her life. Now, when your target call you, that don't mean y'all automatically back together. What it mean is your target is starting to open up with you and tell you the fucked up shit. The only thing you gotta do is just sit there and be an ear. You might hear some shit that might hurt your feelings. You might hear some shit that might make you want to discontinue the spell. Let me give you an example. So I remember one time, this guy wanted his target back. I did the work. They got back talking again. Then all of a sudden, she hearing certain things what the other dude that she's talking with would do to her. And she exposing some sexual things, like her new desire. Pretty much, her new target turned her the fuck out. And that got him in his feelings because he couldn't give her that true desire, if you understand what I'm saying. When your target do shit like this, don't be in your feelings. Bite your tongue, play it cool, hang up, cry, punch a wall, I don't give a fuck. But you are not allowed to show any weakness to your target. Another sign when a spell hits a woman, heightened sexual activities. She might want to have sex with you more than often. So if you got problems down there, take your ass to the gas station, take your ass to the doctors, get some prescription. Do you have fun? Because you're going to have to require to meet her needs. Now, let's just say your target is super stubborn. Your target really don't want to fuck with you. The universe play tricks. And what do I mean by play tricks? The universe will make your target have consistently dreams about you that they are forced to talk to you because they're going to look at that as a sign. Now, if you are experiencing these type of symptoms with you and your practitioner, which y'all did, congratulations. You basically got your results. You just got to wait for the final thing. Let's continue. When a man breaks up with you, a man don't want nothing to do with you. No, he's not going to take the stages of what a woman would do to break up with you. When a man don't want to fuck with you, he don't want to fuck with you. Now, if you go to a practitioner, these are the signs and symptoms that your target will go through. Side effect number 1, your target will start to develop isolation. When a spell hits somebody, sometimes a man, particular, will distance himself from his friends, his family, even his mom. I had one client, for example, that we did work on, and her target basically called a sabbatical out of work. So if your target going through these signs and symptoms, more than likely this shit is starting to hit them. Now, things will start to happen with a male target. Sometimes your target tends to gain weight. Lots of weight. I had one client, for example, that put spell work on her target, her male target. The man was 232 pounds for muscle. He stopped going to the gym and got a little chunkier. This happens. Why does this symptom happen? because they don't know what's going on and they just think they're going through a depression. They just think they're going through a phase in life. But when they come back to you, everything goes back to normal. Another symptom, what do your target go through? Spiritually, erectile dysfunction. There's nothing health to do with this. When you put love work on the air on somebody, you're going to have to attack their desires. If your target is very promiscuous, something that they love a lot starts to decrease. And let's just say nature won't stay hard. They go to the gas station. That don't work. They buying different herbal supplements. It's not working. They go to the doctors thinking everything's going to be back normal. Doctors don't know what is going on with your target. So basically, not even Viagra or any type of herbal supplements would be able to help your target maintain. Another thing that happens when you put spell work on the air on a male, now they will go through emotional roller coasters. And we call this a crash out episode. And what we mean by a crash out episode, let's just say you out with your girls, y'all doing y'all having fun, y'all on vacation, you looking your sexiest. Your target might call you snapping out, talking about he gonna whoop your ass, talking about he gonna burn your house down, talking about he's going to unalive you. Now, when you put spell work on a man, love spells at that, you are creating them to be very vulnerable. A man is not used to expressing his emotions. So when that happens, they don't know how to control it. You don't crash out back with your target when that shit start to happen. You play it cool and you talk to them. Hang up the phone, laugh it off, talk to your spiritual worker. These people will go through hell. Now, when you put love spell in the air on a man, it creates a lot of heavy jealousy. And what do I mean by heavy jealousy? If you dress a certain way, they're going to cut you the fuck out. If you are personally posting nice pictures with a lingerie, with a lot of G-string, a lot of ass, a lot of titties showing, don't do that. Don't do that. They already going to be super territorial towards you. You doing that, you just adding more gasoline to the fire. Another symptom that your target will go through, your target will cry a lot and be very emotional. They are going to be emotional. Don't laugh at it. Just look at it, talk them out of it, calm them down, hang up the phone or go back home, laugh. When your male target is showing these signs and symptoms, you do not fucking abuse it not one time. If you abuse it, you're going to get beat the fuck up. You don't know what your spiritual worker put in the air. Now, there are multiple spiritual workers that's not going to give out what type of spirits they work with. So when they tell you simple things, don't do the opposite. I had a few clients in my past that did the opposite, abusing their target while they was going through certain symptoms. Some got punched in the face. Some of them lost their job because they came at the job crashing the fuck out. Some of them got evicted because they did too much damage at the house. Domestic disputes. Listen to your fucking spiritual worker. Let me continue. Another side effect that your target going to go through, they might start sending you flowers. They're going to do a whole 360. They're going to have a nice ass personality that come back to you. Now, when that energy is in the air, it is up to you to keep that energy going, flowing. If you the same old dumb shit from the past that he broke up with, that energy is going to slowly disappear in a snap of a finger. When they start being nice and super sweet, take advantage of the opportunity and make that shit last. Another thing, what's going to happen when you throw love work in the air on a man. Sometimes the more separated y'all are, the more chaos go into his life. Losing job, financial issues, even losing a lot of investments. Shit like this happens depending on what your male target did. If your male target did you wrong, he on his own. If your male target just did some fuckery, he got to go through some karmatic debt for that to happen. Now, let's continue. Another sign and symptom that your target might go through is a little bit of this. They might want to be friends with your family members. They might want to call your family members. They might want to be cool with your mom. Just play it cool, fall back, laugh about it. That's it. Now, if your target is going through all this, you are this close. Now, I forgot to tell you what is a physical side effect that they go through. A physical side effect of what they go through is this. Your target will start to sleep a lot. You're not going to know about it, but if they call you, they might talk about they've been sleepy, their head hurt. When they going through sleeping, the spell is basically sucking all the resistance out of them and injecting them with new energy for them to have that desire for you. Don't be Joe. Don't be dumb like, oh, it's working. Just play it cool. When you are going through these signs and symptoms, the best thing you got to do is play it the fuck cool. Play it cool. If you don't play it cool, I don't know what to tell you. This is Melvin Brown. This is the Melvin Brown Experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, email me, DM me on Instagram. I am out.